Chapter 11. This stupid fortune, I complain, crumbling the paper into a tiny ball, has nothing but trouble. But for the rest of us, it's been non-stop entertainment. Ha ha. How would you like your face to entertain my fist? Nate, the day's not over yet, says Francis. The fortunes could still come true during science. Snort. Wake up, Rip Van Dorkle. I say, nothing good ever happens in science. Not with Professor Chuckles running the show. Professor Chuckers, Teddy snickers. That's funny. Don't let Mr. Galvin hear you call him that. Francis says, he won't think it's funny. He never thinks anything's funny, I point out. He's as stiff as a board. You can say that again, says Francis. People say he's never laughed, ever. Maybe he had his sense of humor surgically removed. Something just clicked. Guys, that's it, I say excitedly. The way for me to surpass all others. I'll do something nobody's ever done. I'll make Mr. Galvin laugh. Francis stares at me like he thinks I'm crazy. You're crazy, he says. Don't you remember when we looked at all those old yearbooks in the library? Sure I do. We were trying to find funny pictures of teachers, bad haircuts, goofy-looking clothes, stuff like that. We dug out a bunch of yearbooks going back 30 or 40 years. It was hilarious. Ha! Look at Miss Godfrey. She only had 2 chins back then. Mr. Galvin's been teaching at PS 38 since Jurassic period. Another one of my nicknames for him is G-Rex. So we found plenty of pictures of him. They're formal shots. Have Mr. Galvin ever been informal? They're candidates. You can't call them action shots since he's such a fossil. Stand back, everyone. This bow tie is radioactive. There was even a photo of him from his replacement system. Phrase. All the photos had one thing in common. Mr. Galvin wasn't smiling at any of them. If nobody's seen him smile, Francis says, as we head for the lab, how do you expect him to make him laugh? Hey, if anybody can do it, I can. I say, I crack people up all the time. Yeah, but not on purpose, Teddy chuckles. That's the bell. That's my cue. Let the laughs begin. I decided to start with some good old-fashioned visual humor. There's nothing like a few strategically placed pencils. Hello! Nook, nook, nook! Take your seat. Nuts, I say as I reach my desk. No reaction. Here's a reaction, Teddy says. I'll never ever borrow a pencil from you again. I'm just warming up, I say. Watch this. I'm going with plan B. Please open your textbook, the page. Mr. Galvin starts to say. I raise my hand. Mr. Galvin, I have a science question for you. How can you tell a male chromosome from a female chromosome? You pull it down to its genes. Wait, was that a hint of smile? They start to laugh for half a second. Sit down. Guess not. Psst, Mr. Comedy, Francis whispers. You're bombing. Butt out, I hiss back. I still haven't hit it with my best material. I pull a page from my notebook. It's a Dr. Caspool comic I've been working on, and it's almost done. I whip out my drawing pen and put the finishing touches on the last panel. This is guaranteed to crack him up. Mr. G, I said, approaching his desk, I have something to show you. He doesn't look up. Does it have anything to do with science? Absolutely, I answer. I hand him the comic. The main character is a doctor. The Wacky Adventures of Dr. Caspool. Episode 17. One day in the operating room. Doctor, I'm a little nervous. Now, you're in good hands. I'm a brilliant surgeon. Well, maybe not brilliant, but I'm pretty good. I could perform this surgery with my eyes closed. Nurse, my blindfold. Blindfold? Now hand me that sharp thingy. The End by Nate Wright. Comic genius. He doesn't laugh. Pretty much the opposite, actually. You're wasting my time, young man, he says. I'll keep this paper and that pen. We only use pencils in this class. He jams my pen, my special drawing pen, into his shirt pocket. Rats. I'll never see that again. I trudge back to my seat. You're striking out, champ, Teddy whispers. You're just not tickling his funny bone. Tickling? It's supposed to try. It's not like anything else is working. There's a feather duster over by the supplies cabinet. Mr. Galvin uses it to keep the test tubes and breakers clean. Easy now. Gotta be casual about this. I'll just ease up behind him. And ticky. What on earth are you doing? I start. Quiet, he roars. Just go to your desk and stay there. If I hear another peep out of you, I'll put you in detention for a week. What choice do I have? I shuffle to my desk, flop down into my chair, and stare straight ahead at a tiny little dot on Mr. Galvin's shirt. The dot gets bigger and bigger. My pen. The cat must have come off inside the pen. And here's the funny part. He hasn't even noticed. Snicker. Yes he has. He stares me down. Do you find this amusing, Nate? I know I should say no, or at least try to keep a straight face, but something about that Mondo ink stain on Mr. Galvin's shirt is just, well, hilarious. Ha! Ha ha! He. I try to hold it in. I really do, but I can't. By the time I pull myself together, Mr. Galvin is handing me a pink slip for 5 hours of detention. So, maybe someday I'll look back at this and laugh.